Hello everyone! Nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng mga nag-subscribe, nag-like at saka nag-share ng aking official YouTube channel. Lahat po ng ipapakita naming videos dito ay galing po sa personal collection ko. Kaya for sure, magugustuhan nyo. Sa ngayon po, ang ipapakita namin is yung 1990 Asian Games. It's a game between the Philippines and Japan. Enjoy watching, guys!
Shimomura had 6 points in that game, Wendy. 13-7, a 6-pointer by Japan, and it's a high post play now for the Japanese. Sato directing operations. He gets a screen, fires and misses. And we've got a tap going to Benjie Paras from Caidic. Hector Calma orchestrates this offensive, and it's a layup and a hit.
That's way to do it. Big push that
Allan Caidic.
very quick, yes, and try to run the break because they've got a tall man there that cannot run very fast down court.
Right, and we've got a good Philippine gallery out here. The Filipinos have turned out en masse to cheer on these all-star pros in their second assignment. There is the whistle away from the play, and we've got a foul going against Alvin Patrimonio as he tried to crowd out Rey Cuenco from making that cut.
There was a screen for Rey Cuenco, so Alvin got lost in the shuffle there, so he had to give up the foul. It's better to give up the foul that way because his man had gotten the baseline.
Yes, and Japan now goes into the offensive. And a near steal completed by Allan Caidic, but it goes to the wrong party. It goes to Goto instead. Goto to Sato. And we've got a connection by Goto on the right corner. Looks like a 2-pointer, 16-9 now. 7-point advantage for Japan. Japanese dominating so far against a slow starting Philippine 5. Samboy Lim is fouled on the drive, and it's Rey Cuenco acknowledging the contact. That's foul number 1 against him. It'll be a sideline throw-in.
Yes, that time they isolated Samboy on the left side, so he went baseline, got the foul.
Sonny Jaworski on his feet, and we have an offensive foul by Allan Caidic.
He was setting the screen, but he moved, and he did not have the basketball, so that's an automatic foul on him.
Very sharp calls by the two neutral referees from New Zealand and the Soviet Union. Mr. Davidov and Milligan. Under the hoop, we've got a connection by Yamasaki. Benjie Paras wisely giving him the basket. It's 18-9.
So Yamasaki will have to be double-teamed, Dick, definitely, when he's down at low post. Benjie is strong, but Yamasaki is 7 feet tall.
That's right. And he needs help on defense there. Samboy Lim fires and misses. And the rebound is dominated by the taller Japanese. Sato losing that ball to Hector Calma, who anticipated perfectly that lead pass. And we've got a foul by Japan's Shimomura. And Rey Cuenco is replaced by Chujimura, Hiroshi Chujimura, as the Philippines goes into the offensive. 18-9 is the count. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Hector Calma because the Japanese are in penalty trouble now. Calma converts on his first to earn a second try. The lead is down to 18-10 for Japan. And we have 10 minutes and 55 seconds left in this contest. Hector Calma is the leading scorer so far. He broke the ice, and he has been pounding away. He's got 7 points now for the Philippines.
Right, very good moves by Hector Calma. He knows he's got to produce because the scorers usually who score are not scoring now, so he's got to do something.
Right. Sato has it, going up against Hector Calma. And it's Goto almost losing that ball. He recovers. The Japanese are loading up the right side, going to the low post now, and a quick pivot hit by Yamazaki. 20-11, Japan by 9. Benjie Paras takes a spot. Oh, that was ill-advised. Nobody was there for the rebound.
We're playing very individualistic right now, Dick.
That's right.
Sonny might call an early timeout here.
Hector Calma has it. Forward to Samboy. Samboy may go in all the way for the layup, too. Only Sato challenged him that time, and Sato is short at 5'8". 2013. Japanese lead cut down to 7 points. Coverage coming your way over your official coverage channel for the Beijing 11th Asiad. IBC TV 1-3.
Oh no, Allan's going to be called for a foul again. You know, that was a foul. Allan didn't like that call, but he did foul player number 8.
That's the third foul by Allan, and he will have to be replaced. Sonny Jaworski will be tapping in
Dante Gonzalgo. But you know, I think this might be a blessing in disguise because Allan really was completely off.
He's cold.
Very cold.
A 7-point lead for Japan. They have possession in their front court. Their coach, by the way, is Shimizu Yoshinori.
Realubit has checked into the ball game also for Benjie Paras, so that's a 2-man substitution by Coach Jaworski.
Realubit trying to muscle out Yamazaki.
That's the way.
And he successfully did that. Yamazaki missing. Hector Calma sees the opening. He banks one in, misses. Loose ball recovered by Goto. Goto with a lead pass to Toyama for the layup. Yes, good fast break by Japan. Their lead is now 9, 22-13. Hector Calma waits for his teammates. Here comes Dante Gonzalgo. Back to Hector Calma.
You can see that the Filipinos are still groping. They don't have that teamwork, definitely not.
And they're not moving. They're just waiting for the pass. And another miss from the outside. This spells trouble now for the Philippines. 9-point lead, and the boys don't seem to know what to do. Under the hoop, we've got a connection by Chujimura. It's an 11-pointer now for Japan. But even if we lose this game, we will move into the quarterfinals, except that we will be in the group, really. Iran will be there, likewise. 20 is open, and he converts.
No switch, Dick. The Filipinos have to yell out, you know.
Samboy Lim makes his move, and there is a barreling try by Patrimonio.
Oh, boy.
You can't go up against a solid Japanese.
Yep.
And try to outpower them. No way. Sato converts for Japan.
A lot of
28-15. A lot of 15-point lead.
Forced shots, Dick. A lot of forced shots. We'll have to settle down. We'll have to do it by the book.
Doesn't look good at all. The Filipinos are playing individually and are being outscored, out-hustled by the Japanese. Calma.
Double, no? Okay? Now, what do you call this? Dito tabi kayo, ha?
Ronnie Jaworski.
Sorry, Dante, dito ka. Mas maliit ang guardia, ha? Ibes, ikaw umikot dito. Ha?
Ready.
Samboy, labas ka. Okay? Tapos Dante, tingnan mo si
the end of the first half. We've got 45 seconds left. And a 14-point Japanese lead.
We'd like to take this opportunity, Dick, to thank again Pure Foods Tender Juicy Hats as the meteor taster and more tender, the perfect way to your child's heart. Smoky sausage world where people and hot dogs meet and match. Nescafe, the classic taste the world enjoys. Warren Briefs, official underwear of the 11th Beijing Asian Games. Interbank, the right choice. Cougar sports shoes, the sports shoes, no snow boundary in stocking. Gillette Contour Plus, the best a man can get. Tabisco English quality biscuits, Hi-Ho, chocolate gems, chocolate mallows, Mary, and many more. Coffee Mate, your coffee and Coffee Mate, a perfect harmony. Nissan, quality above all.
Ronnie Magsanoc sets the play up. Samboy Lim isolated against Goto. He makes his move now, but he is double teamed, loses the ball. It's picked up by 2 players.
Yamazaki and Gonzalgo will
Yamazaki stands 7 feet, and he goes up against Dante Gonzalgo, who is about,
Gonzalgo 6'2".
2, right. So he's giving up something like 9 inches in height right there. In the front court of the Philippines, with 30 seconds left in this first half. Second assignment for the Philippines, as well as Japan in Group C. They're vying for the leadership in Group C. Loose ball recovered by Chujimura, and Sato has it. Japan will now have a chance to score before the end of the half. 20 seconds left. They've got plenty of time. They can waste the time away. And there's a foul on the play going against Samboy Lim as he crowds Goto. is a toss in the tap won by Benjie Paras again. He tapped it over to his back, and we've got the first hit by Allan Caidic.
Finally, he sinks one from the outside. Boy, he's really been cold in the first half.
Right, 43-31. Hector Calma sticking to Sato. Sato is very quick. And it's Ricosawa getting the handoff. The pass intercepted beautifully by Allan Caidic. Over to Hector Calma. Calma back to Caidic, a triple try. Two straight hits, 5 straight points by Allan Caidic.
Dick in the first half. Calma had 7 points. Well, we'll give it scores as we go along.
43-34. The lead cut down to 9 points. And it's Yamazaki again. Over to the cutting. It goes out. Toyama moved out, and the break is going for the Philippines now.
Lucky break for us there.
Nobody switched, by the way, on Toyama as he drove in. And it's Caidic again. Another hit by Caidic from top of the key. He has taken up 8 points.
And the gallery comes alive.
43-37.
Lots of Filipinos here. See, that rest on the bench did him good, I think.
And now they will have to open up. They will have to unclog that lane. And that'll free it for Samboy Lim and the cutters like Alvin Patrimonio.
Right. There, that's a good press, see? That's the way. Now we're playing defense, Dick.
Right. And then somebody left Goto wide open. He called a triple. And we've got a foul reaching in from behind.
From behind.
Yes,
okay.
That was a foul by, it could be Toyama.
Number 4 or number 5?
That's a third foul by Toyama, number 12.
Now we're playing basketball. That's the way we see them play.
Can adjust very quickly. That's why they're pros. Just a 6-point lead. Another try by Allan Caidic. This one is short. And a follow-up by Samboy Lim. Bounces out, but he is fouled.
And
fouled by Goto.
Right. Did you notice the way Samboy Lim slipped inside? That got better position to rebound. We did not see that from the Filipinos in the first half of play.
Now they're hustling.
Much more aggressive now.
Just a 6-point advantage for Japan. The Filipinos have awakened at that halftime break. And we're back in business. We're back in the ball game. Samboy Lim scores on his first of 2 charities. The lead is cut down to 5, and the Filipino gallery comes alive.
Don't forget, Dick, this satellite coverage is brought to you as a public service by Philcomstat. We would like to extend special thanks to Mr. Honorio Poblador, the third president of Philcomstat, and the Samaria Azamis, vice president of marketing Philcomstat.
Sato against Hector Calma. And Sato gets away, but we have a foul in the play going against Calma. There was a warding off by Sato on that drive of it.
Yes, that's right. But never mind, that's okay. The foul is called, and that stopped Sato from scoring 2 points on the inside because he had the inside block off Hector Calma.
They are double-teaming Yamazaki now, but they're going to Ricosawa for a fade, and the miss. Benjie Paras with a lot of authority on that rebound. Here comes Allan Caidic. Short pass to Calma. Calma spins around. And there is a foul going against Sato. Guarding Hector Calma. Good. Got to call those fouls earlier.
Right, and I wonder what Sonny Jaworski, Norman Black, and Reno Salazar told the boys at the half, Dick, but it's working.
Yes, the boys are suddenly alive in this second half of play. Long inbound goes to Samboy Lim. He moves in, fires, and banks it, but it bounces out, and it's Yamazaki of Japan. Over to Sato. Confronted by Benjie Paras momentarily. A drive by Goto. He is crowded, doesn't get the baseline. Goto in the corner. Yamazaki out to Sato. Toyama for a triple. Long. And there's a tap going to Allan Caidic. Caidic looks for a receiver over to Samboy Lim. He fumbled it away, and it's recovered by Toyama. Tapped by Sato. Goto has it. He lost our momentum there.
Right.
And a traveling violation. We still have it.
Yeah, we should get the ball right away. Oh, well, it's with the player number 5. Amateur rules. The backcourt, you can just throw in right away without the referee holding that basketball.
They stopped the clock. 43-39. Hector Calma slowing it down. And we've got the cheers in the background from the Philippine gallery. You can hear it. Allan Caidic with a fake. And there is a foul by Toyama.
Yes.
Shot is nullified. Toyama fouls Allan Caidic. Now they're very wary of him after that explosion. An 8-point explosion by Caidic.
Right. And Toyama, I think, was given the assignment to take on Caidic.
Goto is replaced. Coming in is Yasuda. And another substitution, Toyama, is replaced by Shimomura.
So Shimomura will take on Allan Caidic now.
Shimomura crowding Caidic, sticking to him like a shadow. It's Samboy Lim now. Isolation play. He banks it in.
That's good, Dick, because, Allan Caidic can play decoy also now. It's not so they go to the other side of the court. That's exactly what they did.
And now the pressure is on the Japanese. Their lead has been whittled down all of a sudden from 14 to 2, 43 to 41. A jumper and a miss. The Japanese have been very unlucky in the first half basket of the Philippines. Allan Caidic fires. It's going. 44 to 43. 11 points by Allan Caidic.
Oh, boy.
After only 3.5 minutes of play. And the Philippines is on top 44 to 43. What a recovery.
Right.
And now we have Rico Kawa over to Yasuda.
Actually, this is the way the boys play in the PBA.
That's right. There is a fumble at the baseline. Yamazaki unable to hang on to ball possession. We've got the momentum, and we've got to keep it rolling as Hector Calma signals the play. A 1-point advantage for the Philippines coming from behind. 14-point deficit. Benjie Paras waits for the open man. He's got to give that ball away.
Japan.
Going again. An offensive.
Timeout, Japan. Timeout.
Goodbye. 좀 프레셔를 내려가면서 좀 디펜스가 프레셔를 그때 아이라를 되는다. 다들 할 드라이브 할 때겠대. 요거 가나야 돼. 이나 미스 수는 그거ダメだって. 근데 드라이브 용스틱이 서로パス하는 거ダメだって. 내가 컨트롤 셔야 돼.
Time is up.
Why?
misses. About 51 to 45.
We're playing very good defense at this stage, and that's the reason why we're ahead by 6, down by 14 at the half. Huh?
Plus that 16-point explosion of Allan Caidic. We've got to keep that going, and Alvin Patrimonio scores.
I believe
we'll turn around.
Right, we've got the confidence now, and the reason is there. We're playing a very well-oiled machine.
8-point advantage for the Filipinos after trailing by 14 at the start of the half, and there is the whistle.
Right, charging on number 13, Patrimonio doing a very good job. Giving good body to number 13, Yamasaki, and he's getting to him, Dick.
Second foul by Yamazaki. We've got to get him out, although they still have a reserve in 6'11", Higashide Koichi.
Probably the most senior in the team.
Right. 45 for Japan, 53 for the Philippines, and we have ball possession. Here comes Samboy Lim. He fades away and misses, and it's Patrimonio with a well-timed rebound. There is a foul on the play.
Right.
By Japan, Shikimura.
Now we're really fighting for those offensive rebounds, and it's working to our advantage.
No charity still. Neither team is in penalty trouble after 7.5 minutes of this second half. Benjie Paras with passing to Samboy Lim. It is deflected by 2 Japanese defenders and goes to the Filipinos inbounding in the front court. Hector Calma. All the way to Patrimonio. And Calma. Patrimonio. Short pass, almost lost by Samboy Lim. A little undecided what to do.
Yes, a bit tentative at times. Here comes Samboy.
Samboy with a drop pass and a short stab by Yves Dignadice. It trickled in.
It's a 10-point lead now for the Philippines.
55 to 45.
The player that you can see was, that's a foul by Dignadice that time. On number 4 man, he was backing up and he gave the shoulder to Rikukawa Akira.
That's the first foul by Dignadice.
2 shots.
2 shots.
That's a deliberate foul just scored by the Russian referee. It's a technical, actually.
Okay, well, that means if it's a deliberate foul, that 2 charities will be given plus ball possession afterwards.
Last ball possession, that's right.
That's a revised amateur rule regarding deliberate fouls. 10-point lead for the Philippines. Could be whittled down if Akira Rikukawa, the Japanese skipper at 28 years old, can score. He stands 6'6.5".
Well, we'd like to thank again the major sponsors, Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Philippine team for the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. Milo, the Olympic energy drink. Fujifilm, the #1 selling film in the Philippines, official film of the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. Happy Toothpaste, official toothpaste of the Philippine team to the Beijing 11th Asian. Ginebra San Miguel, Ginebra Hari, San Miguel Corporation. And this satellite coverage is brought to you as a public service by Silcomsat.
Okay, the throw-in by Japan, pulled in by Sato, watched closely by Hector Calma. Rikukawa has it. 8-point advantage for the Philippines. Sato being given the opening, doesn't take the 3-point shot. And we've got a connection by Yasuda.
So that was a 4-point swing there, huh? The 2 technical foul shots and then 2 points by 10 feet, right?
The lead is down to 6 points, 55 to 49. The Philippines in the offensive. Hector Calma over to Patrimonio for the jump shot. Bullseye. Beautifully angled. 57 to 49. Patrimonio is taking up the slack left by the absence of Allan Caidic. Hector Calma fouling Yasuda. And Heck will be replaced now together with Samboy Lim. Coming in, we have Allan Caidic and Ronnie Magsanoc.
Yes. So the people again starting to cheer as soon as Allan steps into the court.
Right. 8-point advantage. Yamazaki under the basket, he gets the easy layup.
But there was no double team that time, see? They were doing it very well at the start of the second half. They should keep the pressure on because once this guy explodes, he can really shoot.
And Yamazaki has a height and a half. Ronnie Magsanoc. Allan Caidic is open, and he fires and scores again. We've got somebody lying on the floor, holding on according to his notes.
Right, the ruggedness of the PBA coming out now. There was 2-6 setup actually.
Right, we don't see the numbers, so we don't know who is lying on the floor right now. But it resulted because of a bunch of body entanglements right there in the shaded area. And so with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in this contest, and the Philippines on top by 9, we have an injury timeout.
Right. We'd like to acknowledge some...
Yasuda, by the way.
Yes, we'd like to acknowledge some people here. Nonay Mirasol, chairman of the board, VOA, Broadcast City, and Hiel Balaguer, president of IBC. I'd like to greet my daughter, too. Cheska, happy birthday.
Oh, a happy birthday,
right. Not really forgot, but I was going to do it at night, and I wasn't able to go long distance.
She must be good because she's a Virgo.
Yeah, like you. That's right. You know, that's 2 days after we arrived at Dick's birthday. And we had a birthday cake, we had fruit, we had fun in the room.
That was very thoughtful of the ZUN management. They took the cake over, and we did celebrate it out here at Beijing. 60-51, the Japanese now could be fired up as a result of that Yasuda injury, and we've got a double-team effort resulting in contact by Magsanoc. Ronnie Magsanoc double-teamed on Yamazaki for the foul. Front court throw-in for the Japanese. Rikukawa inbound to Sato. Back to him. They're going to the low post. Yamazaki trying to get open. Fujimura out against Sato. A jumper by Rikukawa. It trickled in. 60-53. The Philippines by 7. With 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in this contest. Rounding the halfway mark, there's a foul away from the ball, and we've got a foul against Goto that time.
He's trying to really keep a very close check on Allan Caidic. But one thing we shouldn't let go of also now is our offense. We've been playing very well when we move that ball up very fast. So we've got to keep on doing that the whole game.
Yes, Goto has been assigned to Allan Caidic. He stands 6'3", so he's taller than Allan, and he is heavier at 187 pounds.
It is 1-1 now because Japan is in team penalty.
Yes, they have committed more than 7 fouls now. Caidic scores and earns a second try on the 1-1. 61-53, 8 points for the Philippines over Japan after trailing at the half by 14. Thanks to the 16-point explosion of Allan Caidic, and he continues on.
So he should be having, he should have about 25, 26 points now.
Yes, 21 points in the second half alone.
He had 8 in there. Oh, that's 29 points now for Allan.
And there is a foul away from the ball by Patrimonio this time. We have 9 minutes, or rather 10 minutes left. This is the halfway mark as Japan inbounds. Philippines still under penalty situation. There's a good pass for Yamazaki, who tried it, and he dribbles. What a defense. There were 4 Philippine players forming over him.
It's a charge called by the ref on him too. Is it?
Looks like there was a foul there.
On Allan Caidic?
Oh, for a while there was a traveling call by one referee, and the other referee said there was a foul. So the more severe call will prevail.
And the people in the gallery starting to boo the referee. I don't believe this. You know how China feels about the Philippines when it comes to basketball.
Yes, the Soviet officials saw a traveling violation. And the New Zealand referee, who was way out there at center line, saw the foul. 62-54. First was in by Yamazaki. He gets a second. So it's a 7-pointer now for the Philippines. Allan Caidic goes for the hoop and misses. Good boxing out by the Japanese. Nobody there for the rebound for the Philippines. Could be the start of a rally for Japan. And Yamazaki is under the hoop for an easy layup.
Well, they'll have to start playing against strong defense. I think Alvin Patrimonio is doing such a good job on number 13. He should switch with Benjie under 15 foul trouble.
There's a foul on the play going against, Benjie Paras.
Holy cow.
An offensive foul.
Right.
They've got to watch that.
Yes, you know what's happening?
That's the fourth foul by Benjie.
Yes, what's happening is because we're so used to playing that way in the PBA, rugged picks and all that. Not in the amateurs. That's one category where they'll have to adjust.
Most definitely. We have Fujimura and a turnaround and a miss. by number 7. He's in the game, Higashide. And this is a 6'11 player, just a shade under 7 feet. He gave Yamazaki a rest. A jumper and a miss there by Dignadice, and a recovery by Tsujimura.
Nice
Interception. Caidic over to Magsanoc. Back to Caidic to Magsanoc. Magsanoc is blocked and fouled by Higashide.
Did you see Magsanoc using the experience on the senior player of Japan there?
6'11. We've got a substitution. Benjie Paras moves out with 4 fouls against him, and coming in is Zaldy Realubit. It's a 5-point lead for the Philippines.
Right, that's a good move by Sonny Jaworski. Benjie Paras has been playing very well and very strong inside. He doesn't want to risk that, so that's the reason he's sending Realubit in for him. After all, there are about 9 minutes remaining yet.
Magsanoc with a clean hit, giving the Philippines a 6-point advantage now.
And don't forget, the satellite coverage is brought to you as a public service by Philcomsat. We would like to express special thanks to Mr. Honorio Poblador, the 3rd president of Philcomsat, and Jose Mari Ozamis, vice president for marketing of Philcomsat. Thank you.
2 hits from the line by Ronnie Magsanoc. It's a 7-pointer for the Filipinos. After trailing by 14 at the half, Japanese with a beautifully executed play. A cut on the right and a high post bounce pass for the assist.
What made it more beautiful, Dick? The baseline was open to that pattern.
Right. A miss by Allan Caidic and a recovery by Ronnie Magsanoc. He misses, and it's a bounce over to Zaldy Realubit.
Oh.
Blocked and fouled. And it could be Higashide's second contact.
Well, lucky for Zaldy there because there were 3 on him, and actually, Allan Caidic was outside the 3-point region. Well, maybe he didn't see Allan. Lucky he got the foul there.
Mon Fernandez is back, and it's Dignadice, Realubit, and Fernandez forming the defensive triumvirate against the big Japanese. And the small men for the team, Ronnie Magsanoc and Allan Caidic. 2 charities for Zaldy Realubit. You're watching this coverage over IBC TV 13, the official coverage channel of the Beijing 11th Asia. And this is the second assignment for the Philippines. We're gunning for victory number 2 and a chance to be the leader in Group C, which will place us together with China, North Korea, and
United Arab.
UAE?
No.
Yes, that's right. UAE, United Arab Emirates, would be the 4th in our group, Group 2. And there is a miss by the Japanese. They're taking the outside shots and missing now. Allan Caidic with a bounce pass, and it is blocked. And both Japanese go out of the baseline.
Actually, Dignadice wanted to give the pass off to Mon Fernandez inside.
That's right. But it was blocked. The tall Japanese are crowding that lane. There's a pass on the jumper. Missed by Realubit. It was a good assist by Mon Fernandez.
Zaldy is the most junior in this team. He's got to get his confidence still in international competition.
But Zaldy has seen international exposure already as a national player. There's a fast Ronnie Magsanoc, the speedy Magsanoc, recovering the loose ball. Philippines by 7. Snapshot by Allan. Up to the left, and it's knocked out outside for Japan. Mon Fernandez not happy with that call. He was contesting possession with Tsujimura.
Samboy Lim is in the ballgame again for Yves Dignadice.
And Rikukawa has been replaced. Coming in for the first time is Sasaki. Mutsumi Sasaki for Japan.
There's a switch, yeah.
And there is a foul away from the ball going again. Dante Realubit. He has his hands full against the 7-footer, Yamazaki. Yamazaki, by the way, is only 22 years old. And he is showing a lot of class in that shaded area.
He's got a lot of years ahead of him.
Right. Here is this big man, the 7-foot tall Akifumi Yamazaki with a good hand from the 15-foot line, cutting the lead down to 66 to 60.
You know, if Japan should lose this ball game, they will end up with North Korea, and that's going to be a battle of the giants, huh?
That's right.
7-7 against 7 feet.
Yes, Lee Myung-hun is the tallest player in the Asian game at 7'7". There's an easy turnaround layup by Yamazaki. It's a 4-point advantage now for the Philippines, 66 to 62. We're threatened with 7 minutes left in the ball game. Coverage coming your way direct from the Beijing Collegiate Gymnasium. Beto away by Samboy. Yes,
sir.
It was a tripler.
Again, the one-on-one play, but then that was all right because they isolated him.
68-62. That's one of the most difficult shots to get. Good got an interception by Allan Caidic for an easy layup. The individual virtuoso performance by Allan
The
Caidic.
third time he does it. A very quick hands of Allan Caidic.
And he's got fantastic anticipation. 70-62, and those were clutch hits.
Right.
By Samboy Lim and Allan Caidic, relieving the pressure somewhat. Double team effort. Yamazaki lost the ball, but it goes out of the baseline. Magsanoc with a heroic attempt to save it.
That's the way to do it.
A high five given him by Allan Caidic for that very good try.
Out of Japan, number 15, Miura Yuji.
Yeah, Tsuji Miura takes the rest. And Goto comes back in. There's a whistle. We've got a foul going against Allan Caidic. And another thing that is outstanding for Allan is he does not complain, but that's his fourth foul.
Fourth foul, right.
Every time a referee blows a whistle, he just acknowledges it. He doesn't contest it. Part of the game.
Well, Allan will have to watch it from here on. Dick is too valuable a player to this. Of course, Benjie Paras also is 4 fouls on the bench now.
In the meantime, Goto scored on his first. He'll earn a second try. Our lead is down to 7 with 6 minutes and 23 seconds to go. 70-64. Lead cut down to 6. Philippines gunning for a win over Japan, the second in as many starts, and the distinction of being leader in C1. A fumble by Samboy, another fumble. That ball is very slippery. The bounce pass getting away, saved by Realubit, and he is fouled. Zaldy Realubit showing a lot of spunk likewise.
Right, inside the paint, right.
It must be a very different kind of a feeling when you're usually the tallest in that lane, and all of a sudden you find yourself the smallest.
Right, land of the giants. Thank you again to our major sponsors here, San Miguel Corporation, Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Philippine team to the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. Fuji Films, the #1 selling film in the Philippines, official film of the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. Milo, the Olympic energy drink. Ginebrang San Miguel, Ginebrang Hari Happy Toothpaste, the official toothpaste of the Philippine team to the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990.
Samboy Lim took a fall there after getting the rebound, but he was forced into a jump. Zaldy Realubit got that tap earlier, tried for a basket, but it was much too strong, and in the ensuing rebound play, a jump was called between Samboy and Miura. Miura is a hefty 6'6".
Oh, what happened there? The referee just threw that about 1 foot there.
Sato has it for Japan. 7-point advantage. Sato has been the point guard for the Japanese. He tries a triple and misses. And we've got a good block by Samboy. Another block results in contact.
Oh, what happened? Why, that should be a technical. I think someone reacted from the Japanese
That's
side.
right, and the Philippine bench immediately stood up.
Yeah. I did not touch that.
That was number 10, it seems like, Sasaki, who is one of the second stringers of Japan.
Samboy, I think, already has 4 fouls also. I didn't catch that for his bench.
Alvin Patrimonio replaces Mon Fernandez. 2 charities will be awarded Yuji Miura of Japan. Philippine leads 7 points, 71-64. Miura scores to whittle it down to 6. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in this ball game. The Filipinos are hanging on, coming back as a result of a 16-point explosion by Allan Caidic at the start of the second half. 71-66. The lead is down to 5. Ronnie Magsanoc over to Patrimonio. Patrimonio tried to get the jump shot. It's a little long. Loose ball tapped over to Magsanoc. An attempt for a triple. Offline and out. And we've got Realubit losing the ball to Sato. Sato tapping the ball away from Zaldy. On your TV screens, the name of Cordillera still appears. Soft shot by Goto. And it's now just a 3-pointer, 71-68. need a basket to relieve the pressure, to ease it somewhat.
Yes, Sato's been making things happen for his team, and we're losing that ball.
Yes, we're moving into a very crowded situation and losing the ball time and again. Cross-court pass. Goto tries for a triple and misses. And we've got kind of losing it to Sato. Sato's very quick. He sets up the basket. Is Sasaki scoring.
They should ask for a change of ball because that ball is wet and it's very slippery at this stage. That is Ronnie right there. But they could have gotten that basketball.
71 to 70. Just a 1-point lead for the Philippines with 4 minutes and a half left in the contest. They should be going to Allan Caidic, and there's a foul away from the ball. And we've got an offensive foul again being called against the Philippines.
That's going to hurt.
Zaldy Realubit, it seems, was guilty of the foul. And now we have Hector Calma replacing Magsanoc, Benjie Paras for Realubit. And Japan now can grab the lead on this offensive. They have possession with 4 minutes and 25 left. Goto and Sato playing the backcourt. Sasaki has it, right quarter court. Japanese coach shuffling his players using his second stringers, and they've been delivering. And it's Sato with a go-ahead, 72 to 71. He has been spark plugs for the Japanese.
That's right, take the past 5 minutes. So maybe Hector Calma will have to really keep a close stab on him.
There's a fake and a foul by Yamazaki. That'll be foul number 4 against Yamazaki. He has been the biggest thorn in our side. And that'll send Allan Caidic to the line for a 1-and-1 situation. He's got to get the first or in a second. First will try to score, the second will give the lead back to us. Allan delivers, as usual, 72 all. There's the Philippine gallery, looking very concerned.
Yes,
very worried.
Very concerned because first we were down at the half, and then we got the lead, and now it's back to just, 1 point, down to 1 point.
Yes, we've got a 1-point lead now, courtesy of Allan Caidic, 73-72. He has been the number 1 scorer for the Philippines, building us out of trouble time and again. Yamazaki at the post, under the hoop, nobody there for Sasaki. He was wide open. 74 to 73 for Japan. Sasaki grabbing Hector Calma. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left.
They're clearing up, yes. Okay, Benjie Paras.
Benjie may try to get the foul off Yamazaki, and there is a foul away from the ball.
Number 11, right. Holding.
Was caught with a foul. So it'll be
the Beijing 11th Asian
again.
All of a sudden, the last 5 minutes, the Japanese playing very rough, huh?
Well, they're trying to prevent Allan from getting the open shot. The coverage is coming your way direct from the Beijing Collegiate Gymnasium on IBC TV 13.
And again, we'd like to thank our major sponsors, Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Philippine team to the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. Fujifilm, the number 1 selling film in the Philippines, and also the official film of the 11th Beijing Asian Games 1990. San Miguel Corporation, Milo, the Olympic energy drink. Ginebra San Miguel, Ginebra and Hari. Happy Toothpaste, the official toothpaste of the Philippine team to the 11th Asian Games 1990.
Sato is being prodded by Hector Calma. Sasaki has it. Back to Sato. They're playing the outside, trying to open up that lane. Philippine defense is tightened up. Good screen provided by Miura. And Hector Calma goes against Miura. One man is open. He fires and scores. And we've got a foul going against Samboy Lim.
That's going to be smashed. But you know, Samboy's been number 10. He's doing a very good job on Samboy Lim. And Samboy really is getting to him. Now it's going to fall out of the ball game.
It's 76 to 75 after that basket by Goto. And the first disqualification is Samboy Lim on the Philippine side. He moves out with 5 fouls.
Right.
And so Sonny is given a minute to select his replacement. And he goes for Mon Fernandez.
Yes. This satellite coverage is brought to you as a public service by Philcomsat.
We have only 3 minutes left in this ball game. And the Philippines is trailing by a point against Japan, 76 to 75, after leading by as much as 11 points earlier.
Yes. Their numbers
came back very strongly.
Sasaki actually their number 10, the second, the bench warmer he's talking about.
Yes.
He came in and started playing rough basketball, and that got to the boys.
There is Alvin Patrimonio. His attempt is much too strong. No touch at all on that attempt.
Here comes Sato again.
Sato setting up. Miura is blocked by Benjie Paras. Over to Mon Fernandez. Hector Calma has it. Allan Caidic for a triple. No, he doesn't get it, but he is fouled.
By number 10. See, he's playing a very rugged ball.
Right. Sasaki fouling Allan Caidic. He helped him up, however. He may have stuck a finger into Caidic's mouth. Caidic was rubbing his mouth after that check. But he goes back to the line. Now, he should be getting 3 tries because he was attempting a triple.
Oh, so one-on-one?
Just one-on-one. But he connects anyway and ties the score for the 3rd time. It has been Caidic from the foul line, keeping the Philippines on the scoring list.
Right, they'll have to beware of Sato because Sato is a very shifty player, Vic, and he might come in and then play the decoy role.
That's what he's been doing.
Match up to number 13 man.
2.5 minutes left. It'll be Sato and Yamazaki. Although a number of times Sasaki has been left open. But the Japanese are playing the overload and the switching screen offense very well. There's a bad pass. Oh, there's a foul too. By foul. Again by Sasaki. Sasaki with a body check on Mon Fernandez. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Sasaki is foul number 3. He really goes for the body check. He doesn't go for the ball at all. And that should actually have been a deliberate foul.
Right.
Fernandez gets a 2nd try, and the Philippines lead by 2 points, 28-76, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. 2nd try for Mon Fernandez is on the way and in the basket.
All important charities, and we're delivering from that area.
Right, 79-76, 6 charities by Caidic and 2 by Mon Fernandez. The last 8 points of the Philippines scored from the line. Yamazaki back to Sasaki. Sasaki blocked by Mon Fernandez. Recovered by Goto under the hook. Basket. It's Miura. Oh, come. And Miura is fouled by Patrimonio.
There was no foul there. Did look like a foul. See if we can catch it in the slow-mo replay. Let's hope they replay that.
This is the New Zealand official.
Paras fouls out of the ball game, Dick. That was a foul on Paras.
Is it Paras?
Yes. It is Paras.
Although it looked like Alvin Patrimonio was involved in that last play. So we've got 2 disqualifications now. Samboy Lim and now Benjie Paras. But the Philippines has a 3-point advantage with a minute and 50 seconds left in this ball.
Right. We'd like to thank also Hidden Spring Table Water, the official drinking water of the athletes, the Filipino athletes to the 11th Beijing Asian Games.
Yves Dignadice is being tapped in by Sonny Jaworski to replace the disqualified Benjie Paras. A couple of charities will be given to Miura. Miura feels the pressure and fails to score in his 1st and 2. Balls in play on the 2nd charity, and we must get this rebound.
Right. And we've got to box out number 13 man.
And there is a whistle again. A foul by
Mon Fernandez.
Mon Fernandez. It'll be 1-and-1 because it was a rebound play foul.
For Sasaki.
Sasaki will be going to the line.
Well, there are only 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining here in the ball game. 1 minute, 45 seconds.
Sasaki earned the 2nd try. It's 79-77, just a 2-pointer for the Philippines in a very tight contest, completely unexpected against a fighting Japanese quintet.
Well, you know what happened, Dick? We got the lead and then we eased up a bit. One more?
Patrimonio gives Sasaki another try because he went into the lane prematurely. And now it's a 1-point lead again, 79-78. But the Philippines has ball possession with 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Remember, it's a 30-second shot clock they're working against, not 25 seconds like in the pros.
Dignadice. Back to Mon Fernandez. Fernandez crowded. Pass out. Calma. Over to Dignadice. He gets the open shot.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
That's a shot by Yves Dignadice. 81-78. There was a slight arm shove there that wasn't spotted by the officials. Nice work if you can get away with it.
Get away with it, right.
A minute and 5 left. Taco over to Miura. Miura with a pass deflected down by Patrimonio.
Exactly a minute and 3 seconds remain in this ball game.
3-point lead could be wiped out by a triple, but the Japanese are not scoring from the outside. Goto tries a triple and misses, and the Philippines just got rebound. That was Yves Dignadice again.
Right.
There's a few roll here. Allan Caidic fires and scores. A lot of confidence. Out of control by Allan.
We should have taken that. We should have wasted the time.
That's right, and we have a timeout requested by Japan. This timeout is brought to you by Fujifilm.
I have one more. I have to repeat again because before we said it the first 10 minutes. Yeah, doesn't count.
We have Akifumi Yamazaki, the 7-footer of Japan, lying down in front of the Philippines basket. Right after that, triple by Allan Caidic, which iced the game for the Philippines with 47 seconds left.
Well, he must be bugged out. I mean, really, he's been playing the whole game.
Oh, yeah. That's
very tired.
Winded. So they're helping him up. Oh, he may be out of the game.
That's right.
I'd like 47 seconds.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our major sponsors again. San Miguel Corporation, Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Philippine team to the 11th Beijing Asian Games, 1990. Coach, the number 1 selling of the Philippines, also official to the 11th Beijing Asian Games, 1990. Ginebra, San Miguel, Ginebra and Harry, Milo, the Olympic energy drink, and Happy Toothpaste, the official toothpaste of the Philippine team, to the Beijing 11th Asia. Now, satellite coverage, remember, is brought to you as a public service by Philcomsat.
Okay, the last 45 seconds, the Filipinos should not foul here. They can give up a basket just to get possession and waste the time away. We've got a lead of 6 points, which seems to be very comfortable. Goto tries a triple and misses. And we've got Hector Calma all the way to Patrimonio. He does it. That's the way. That's the way to end the ball game with the basket. 86-78, an 8-point lead for the Philippines.
Only 20 seconds remaining.
And it is a foregone conclusion now. As a matter of fact, when Allan made that triple, it was ice. Sato tries a triple. Desperation tries by Japan now. Mon Fernandez over to Hector Calma. And we've got 4 seconds left. Yves Dignadice played a key role. He got a clutch basket. There goes the final horn as Allan Caidic misses on a triple. The Philippines wins by 8 points, 86-78.
Rejoicing after that deficit earlier in the ball game in the first half, Dick.
It was a, despite that 8-point lead, it was a cliffhanger all the way.
Oh, yes.
And we were virtually and literally sitting on the edge of our seats out here at the Beijing Collegiate Gymnasium, hoping that the Philippines would regain their composure after relinquishing that first half to Japan. We trailed by 14 at the half, but Allan Caidic's 16-point explosion in the first 6 minutes saved the day for the Filipinos. And a jubilant Philippine squad.
And the Chinese
cheered on by the crowd.
Right, not only the Filipino crowd, but the Chinese as well.
Oh, they appreciated the kind of guts and spunk and grit showed by the Philippine quintet.
In the meantime, Dick, before we get the scorecard, we'd like to give special thanks to the people who are helping us here in Beijing. Bob Vittel and Lilian Disancosi of Intelsat, Pinugay Earth Station, the PLDT boys here, Nasser and Sami. Thanks also to Coch Street at 58 Timog Avenue, Jollibee, and Aristocrat.
Sana po nagustuhan nyo yung video na napanood nyo, and a little trivia about this game. Ito pong panalo natin sa Japan, come from behind, ito po nakapagbigay ng kumpiyansa sa atin para po umabot tayo all the way to the finals. And eventually, nag-runner-up tayo, naka-silver tayo after 25 years. That's the highest finish ng Philippines sa Asian Games. Kaya tuwan-tuwa din po kami na nakapagbigay ng medalya ulit sa Pilipinas. And thank you again for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my official YouTube channel.